the devil's music.
Bands like Kiss and Megadeth may try to trivialize charges of occult influence through ridicule.
Megadeth fans, are you ready to sell your soul to the devil?
But when axes aren't being ground, even rock apologists will acknowledge this dark side, as in this cover story by the British rock magazine Mojo, how rock and roll really did dance with the devil. The 1960s witnessed an occult revival, the likes of which hadn't been seen in the West since the fin du siècle days of Madame Blavatsky's Theosophical Society and Aleister Crowley's Golden Dawn. For some artists and individuals in and around the rock music industry, this dance with the devil is both literal and intentional.
And we feel that a cleansing of the idiot ideology of the pallid, incompetent Christ is in order. And so this is something that the Church of Satan is conducting on many different avenues. We're doing this through the use of what we have called aesthetic terrorism. This involves the creative use of art, music, writing, effectively what we call propaganda, the dissemination of information to influence what we call irony.
Am I that son you've been waiting for? Am I that children war? The baby of Master it is this isolation.
To create the most evilest music and to gain entrance into the seven gates of hell.
Do you believe in demonic possession?
Of course.
Are you possessed?
Of course.
Well, there's a clear, at least I assume there's a clear satanic influence in your work. Is that real, or is that tongue-in-cheek humor that you
No, that's as real as it gets.
But your art certainly, it seems to express the stereotype of Satanism.
Yeah, but I use that specifically to bash the church.
Why?
Because that's really what Satanism is to me. It's anti-Christianity.
Both the Bible and human experience make it clear that the vast majority of people who live under the power of sin and Satan are unaware of it, at least consciously. Salvation, then, is described as a process whereby God gives people grace so that they may know the truth, that they may come to their senses and escape the snare of the devil, having been taken captive by him to do his will. The Scriptures also address how these same senses can be progressively seduced until people can't tell, spiritually speaking, up from down, their right hand from their left, as they walk as the Gentiles walk, in the futility of their mind, having their understanding darkened. The eventual result, individuals and, if left unchecked, eventually a culture in which this darkness reigns, where evil becomes good and good evil, and where finally even the occult and Satan himself become acceptable, even cool.
Father Lucifer, you never looked so sane. You always did prefer the drizzle to the rain. Tell me that you're still in love with that milkmaid. How the lilies, how's your Jesus Christ been hanging?
Sounding for all the world like Crowley and LaVey, Tori Amos told Spin magazine about her love for Lucifer, a Latin name for Satan. I wanted to marry Lucifer. Lucifer was the brother holding the space for mankind to act out their fears and hidden secrets, things they won't acknowledge. That's what the shadow is, and once you don't deny your shadow anymore, then it's not a perversion of that energy source. I don't consider Lucifer an evil force. We can all tap into that free-running current of distorted energy. She went on to talk about him on a more personal note. I feel such a sadness from him, she said. I cry and feel his presence with his music. I feel like he comes and sits on my piano. Yet this is a pretty serious being. I'm a little squirt when you think what a very serious force this is.